Underwood started running as a kid to stay out of trouble and later to hurt animals. He ran the 880 and sub 5-minute mile in high school, which was good enough to win the conference title. But being barely a sub 5-minute miler in high school didn't bring Abe a great deal of attention as a potential runner, so he quit. 15 years later, 50 pounds heavier, his poor physical condition is what got his own attention. By the early 70s, Abe was 30-something when he learned the term aerobics, and he became interested in the upcoming 1972 Olympics with its focus on the marathon. Frank and Billy were names he frequently used in conversation with friends. Not wanting to be a spectator, he wondered if he shouldn't try running again. It didn't go well at first. An 8-minute mile was the goal. He stuck with it, and soon running became a lifestyle. In 1973, he ran his first marathon in 3:30. By 76, ultra-distance races became the focus. Abe's circle of friends became either new runners or old friends who became runners. That post-run hangout was inside the Buffalo Club at 19th and S. In 1974, with a comical and mystical beginning, the Buffalo Chips Running Club came to life.
Abe is really the force that apparently brought the Chips as a organized, functioning unit. Before it was a group of just casually coalescing guys that went and trained together. But as a club, Abe is the one that locked the structure together.
The club got a humble beginning a few years before the running craze swept across the country. The first official appearance of the Chips on the Northern California running scene was at the Camellia Festival 100-mile relay, March 10, 1974. The race was a 10-person, team-only run from Sacramento to Marysville and back on the Garden Highway. Abe put together a motley crew of himself and 9 other guys to compete, and the Buffalo Chips were officially off and running.
Abe was a god. I mean, there were, like I said, this was a group of icons in Sacramento running, where those of us that were getting into the sort of mass wave of the sport, we would see those singlets disappear from the starting line with the gun, never to be seen again. So it was a series of, inspirational individuals. Again, it was a group, but Abe was central in that we all aspired to be as close as we could to never actually achieving that.
On April 6th of 1975, Abe organized the first Buffalo Stampede 10-mile run and 50K championship. Later, it would become the Jed Smith Ultra Races. As the club started to get organized and take off, so did Abe as a runner. He placed third at the 1976 Pepsi of Reno 72-mile Lake Tahoe run, clocking in at 11:53:15. He reached his peak at age 40 in 1978, where he ran a marathon best of 2:40. 2 weeks later, he clocked 15:49 for 100 miles on the track. And then later that year, he ran a 50-mile best of 6:08 to win the National Masters Championship. He would go on to place 16th at the 1979 Western States with 21:43. He then ran a 9:23 in the 2K steeplechase at age 60 and completed the Comrades 54-mile marathon at age 68 in 11:40. In 2018, at the age of 80, Abe is still at it. He placed second at the World Championships in Spain in the 2K steeplechase. The founder of Sacramento's oldest running club also co-founded Camp Fleet Feet and served on the board of the Governor's Council on Physical Fitness.
You look at what we have now, and it's developed from the 70s. It's come a long ways, and I think he was instrumental in being a big part of that.
For the Buffalo Chips, the club's birthplace has long since departed, but in the words of Abe Underwood, hopefully the Chips will roam forever.